So we're going to look through quadratic simultaneous equations today. So on this one, you don't need to do substitution because it already says y equals to and y equals to. In this case, you can just put them equal. So y equals to y. So I can say that one of the y here, which is this one, is x squared. X squared is equal to the other y, which is 2x plus 15. Bring it inside to the left hand side. X squared plus 2x become minus 2x minus 15 is equal to 0. Can I divide by a number everything? Not really. Factors of 15 that can make minus 2 is 5 times 3 minus 5 plus 3 x minus 5, and what is the other one? X plus 3. Now that's equal to 0. X is equals to, if it's minus 5 you put positive 5, x equal to plus 3 you put minus 3. Then y equals to, pick an easy one. I'm not going to pick the square one always. I'm actually going to pick the normal ones. Okay, it's easier for me. You can pick the squares if you want, it doesn't matter. Y equals to 2 bracket x is 5 plus 15, you know that's 10. Y is 25. Y equals to 2 bracket minus 3 plus 15. What's that? That gives you minus 6 plus 15. Sorry, minus 6 plus 15 is 9. Next one. So these are your set of answers. So same thing I will do here. I'll make y equals y. So y equals y, and then just do that. So x squared equals to, what's that? 7x minus 10. Bring it inside. X squared minus 7x, not minus 10, plus 10 is equal to 0. Factors of 10 that can make minus 7. 2 times 5 minus minus x minus 2, x minus 5 is equal to 0. X is equals to positive 2, or x is positive 5. Remember opposite sign. Now in this time I'm going to choose this one just to show you it can be done as well, right? So what do we have here? Y equals x squared. 2 squared, y is just 4. Y equals to x squared, remember, 5 squared. Y equals 25. You should get the same answer regardless. Which one you do, it doesn't really matter. Just do one of them and then you will get the same answer. Okay, now we get into the substitution. You have to make something the subject. You can't say y equals to y in this kind of ones. Okay. Now if you look at it, I'm not going to go with this x squared and stuff. I'm just going to look through this guy. Okay. What can I make the subject? Remember, if you want to make x the subject, you got to divide by 2, which just makes a hassle of a work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make y the subject. Move the minus 2x to the other side is positive 2x minus 4. I know some people will write minus 4 plus 2x. It's also correct as well, but you know, I prefer to write the 2x minus 4. It looks simpler, neater for me. Then what I do a substitution. Sub it into that one. 3 bracket y is what? 2x minus 4 squared plus 4x squared is equal to 16. 2x minus 4, I'm going to expand it. 2x minus 4, 2x minus 4, 4x squared minus 8x plus 16. That will give you what? 4x squared minus 16x plus 16. Now, but it's being multiplied by 3, so it's not 4x squared, it's 12x squared. Minus 16x times 3 is minus 48x plus 48, because you multiply by 3, plus 4x squared. Bring the 16 inside. Minus 16 is equal to 0. So 12x squared plus 4x squared is 16x squared minus 48x plus 48 minus 16. What that's going to give you? That's going to give you plus 32 equal to 0. Now you should always see whether you can divide by a number. Yes, what number can you divide everything by? 16. X squared minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Factors of 2, that can make minus 3, so 1 and 2 minus minus, x minus 1, x minus 2 equal to 0. X is positive 1, x is positive 2. Opposite signs, remember, yeah? I'm going to pick always the one I make the subject, the easy one at that point. So that's y equals to 2 bracket 1 minus 4, that's 2. Y equals 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Y equals to 2 bracket 2 minus 4, that's 4. Y is equals to, what's that? 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. So those are your set of answers. Right, next one. This one, I'm not going to do substitution. Remember, it's y. It says y equals to y equals to. So I'm going to say with the formula y equals y, right? So first one is 2x squared equals to the other y is 20x, 20 minus 3x. move everything inside. 2x squared, I'm not going to move the 20, I'm going to move it in order, x squared, x and stuff. Minus 3x become plus 3x, plus 20 become minus 20 equal to 0. Now I have to see, oh, can I divide by a number? The 2, 3, 20. Oh, you can't really divide by any number, to be honest. So 2 times 20, which is 40. Factors of 40 that can make 3. 5 times 8 is 40. That can make 3. Plus 8 minus 3. So what do we have? 2x minus 5. Remember, 2x plus 8, and everything divided by 2. And this will be go here. So that's 2x minus 5. What's that? It's x plus 4 equal to 0. X is, if it's minus 5, is positive 5 and over 2. Or remember, x is not plus 4, it's actually minus 4. I'm going to substitute it here. It looks easier for me. Y equals 20 bracket minus 3, 5 over 2. You can chuck this on a calculator, it's fine. Five over 2. What's that going to give you? That's 25 over 2. Remember, I said always leave the answers as a fraction. Y equals to, what do we have? 20 minus 3 bracket minus 4. This one you should do it in your head. Minus 3 minus 4 is positive 12, remember. So y is equals to 32 then. Okay, next one. So this one has to be done by substitution, remember, because they already made the y the subject for you. So you go to do substitution. So if you don't have to make anything the subject, this is they made it the subject for you. So substitute it here. So x squared, not y squared, bracket, what's that? 3x minus 1 squared is equal to 5. What is 3x minus 1? 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1. That will give you 9x squared minus 3x plus 1. That gives you x squared from here, plus this thing being expanded. It's 9x squared and minus 3x in my head. I'm just going to go minus 6x plus 1 and bring the positive 5 inside, which is minus 5 is equal to 0. That will give you how many x squared? That gives you 10x squared minus 6x plus 1 minus 4 is minus 4 is equal to 0. Can I divide by a number? Yes, of course. Divided by 2. 5x squared minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. 5 times 2 is 10. Factors of 10 that can make 3. Well, that's 2 times 5, and you want minus 3 plus 2 minus 5. 5x plus 2. 5x minus 5. Everything divided by 5. We'll divide it here. That will give you 5x plus 2. And this one, if you divide it, is x minus 1 equal to 0. So what do we have then? So x would be, in this case, remember opposite signs. X is equal to minus 2 over 5, or x is equals to positive 1. And I'm going to put it on this equation always. It's easier. 3 bracket minus 2 over 5 minus 1, y equal to, just type it through a calculator, that one, because it's a fraction. That gives you minus 11 over 5. Always give the answers as a fraction, never as a decimal. It's better for you. Y equals to 3 bracket 1 minus 1. That will give you, that's a 3, 3 take away 1, that's just what? 2. Simple. Next one. This one you also do it by substitution. They already made the y the subject for you, so it's okay, it's good enough. So what do we have then? We go x squared plus y is what? 10 minus 2x squared is equal to 20. 10 minus 2x, 10 minus 2x, because 10 minus 2x squared, right? What's that? That's 100 minus 20x plus 4x squared. So that's x squared plus 100 minus 40x, remember, plus 4x squared. Bring the plus 20 inside, minus 20 equal to 0. So sort out the x squared properly, which is how many? 5x squared minus 40x. 100 minus 20 is plus 80 equal to 0. And then you should remember what you should do. You should check whether you can divide by a number. Of course, yes, you can. Divide by 5. X squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. Factors of 16 that can make minus 8 is minus 4 and minus 4, remember. So it's just one single answer at that point, isn't it? X minus 4 equal to 0. X is just 4, it's only one answer, of course. Then substitute on the other one, y equals to 10 minus 2 bracket 4 That's 8. Y is 2. So it's just that. If they said this question in a different format, this is what they call a tangent. This solution is a tangent because it has only one set of solution. It wasn't like the previous questions, which has two sets of solution. This one has one set, is what we call a tangent. Next one, this is also what we call a substitution. They already made the y the subject for us, so nice and easy. Substituted there. X squared plus y is what? 3x plus 2 squared is equals to 20. 3x plus 2, if you square it, 3x plus 2, that gives you 9x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 4. That will give you what? X squared plus 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. Bring the 20 inside. Minus 20 is equal to 0. Right? So what do we do now? So add it up. 10x squared plus 12x plus 4 minus 20, what's that? Minus 16 is equal to 0. Remember what you're supposed to do. See if you can divide by a number. Of course, yes. Divided by 2. That will give us 5x squared plus 6x minus 8 is equal to 0. Is it? Yep. And what do we do? 5 times 8 is 40. Factors of 40 that can make 6, of course. 4 times 10, you want plus 6, so minus 4 plus 10 in order to do that. So that gives us 5x minus 4. 5x plus 10, and remember everything divided by 5. I divide here. 5x minus 4, x plus 2. Two solutions. X is 4 over 5, x is minus 2. You cut it there, and you go to substitute the answers now. I choose this one, of course. Y equals 3 bracket 4 over 5 plus 2. That, remember, you could kind of do it in your head as well, but if you can't, then do it on your calculator. 3 times 4, that's 12. Technically, that will give us what? 12 over 5. Plus, remember, you don't multiply the bottom number, only the top, alright? So that gives us 12 over 5. 2 is technically what? 2 is 2 over 1, which technically you want out of 5, so that's 10 over 5. 12 at 10 is what? 22 over 5 is the answer. So that one can be done in your head, literally. 22 over 5. Or put it on a calculator, if you're lazy. 3 bracket minus 2 plus 2. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Y equals to minus 4. Next one. This one you have to make it the subject. So what do you make the subject in here? Remember, this is what we got to look. So make the y the subject. Y equals to move the 2x to the other side. 6, not plus 2x, minus 2x. Then we substitute. Okay, substitute there. So x squared instead of y, what do we say? 6 minus 2x squared is equals to what number is that? That's 20. 6 minus 2x. 6 minus 2x. That's 36 minus 12x minus 12x plus 4x squared. That gives us what? X squared plus 36 minus 24x plus 4x squared. Bring the plus 20 inside. Minus 20 is equal to 0. Add it up. How many? 5x squared minus 24x. 36 minus 20 is plus 16 is equal to 0. Remember what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to see whether you can divide by a number. Can I? Yes. No, actually, no. 5, 24, 16? No, you can't. I didn't see the 5. So, 5 times 16, which is 80. Factors of 80 that can make 24. 4 times 20 then. Minus to do it. 5x minus 4. 5x minus 20. Everything divided by 5. We'll divide it here. 5x minus 4. X minus 4 then. X is 4 over 5. X is positive 4. Substitute it onto this equation, remember. Y equals 6 minus 2 bracket 4 over 5. If you're doing it in your head, let's check. Minus 2 times that. Well, the 6, you want to make it out of 5. 6 is 6 over 1. But if it's out of 5, it's 30 over 5 is 6, remember. Take away. 2 times 4 is 8 over 5. 30 take away 8 is what? 22 over 5 is the answer then. You can put it on a calculator. Y equals 6 minus 2 bracket 4 That's 8. Y is 6 minus 8 is minus 2. Straightforward. Next one. Solve this simultaneous equation. Algebraic working out. Sure. Make what the subject, x or the y. I think y would be the best one. But if you look at it, instead of moving having the y left this side, I'm just going to move the y to the other side, 7 to this side. So 2x, the 7 becomes minus 7 is equal to positive y. So more or less. I know some people will write. Some people will just decide to do what? 7 minus, sorry. Would they decide to do 7 minus 2x? No, minus 7 plus 2x, stuff like that. No. So it must be written. Even if you wrote minus 7 plus 2x, it's still okay. Same thing, isn't it? Then you substitute it. So substitute it here. So what's that? X squared plus y is 2x minus 7 squared equals 34. If you're clever enough, without even writing it again, you will know. 4x squared, what's that? 14, so that's minus 28x plus 49. Bring it inside, minus 34 equal to 0. 5x squared minus 28x. What's that? 15 is it? Plus 15 is equal to 0. Can I divide by a number? Not really. 5 times 15 is 75. Factors of 25, that makes 28. 3 times 25 minus minus to make it minus 28. 5x minus 3. 5x minus 25. I can divide everything divided by 5. That will divide it here. 5x minus 3. X minus 5 equal to 0. So you got two answers. X is 3 over 5, positive 3 over 5, or x is positive 5. Chuck it into this equation. Y is what? 2 bracket 3 over 5 minus 7. So 2 times 3 is 6 over 5 minus, remember you want it out of 5, so 35 over 5 minus 29 over 5 then. Minus 29 over 5. Learn to do it in your head now, right? Yeah, okay. Y equals 2 bracket 5 minus 7. That's what's that? That's 10. Y is 3. Simple. This one is not a substitution. You just do y equals to y. So y equals y. This y is what? 5x minus 1. That one is x plus 1 squared. We can expand that one, which is what? X plus 1, x plus 1, that was that. X squared plus x plus x plus 1. So that's equal x squared plus 2x plus 1. Bring everything to the right hand side, is easier. 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 5x is minus 3x. Plus 1 is plus 2, I think. Can I divide by a number? Not really. Factors of 2, that makes minus 3. 1 times 2 minus minus. 0 equals x minus 1. X minus 2. Your answers are x is 1, x is 2. If x is 1, I'm just going to substitute into this guy. Y equals 5 bracket 1 minus 1. That's 4. Y equals to, no, that's not 4, that's 5. 5 times 1 is 5, minus 1 is 4. Y equals 5 bracket 2 minus 1, that's 10. Y equals 9. And those are your answers. Sorry. So we have the accuracy and error worksheet now to do. So in terms of accuracy and error, it's basically rounding to the nearest, rounding to the nearest decimal place or significant figures and stuff. Now, what I remember, suitable degree of accuracy is a very common question, and it's quite an easy one to do anyways. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got like 4 of those questions. It's not that bad. So it will be a quick one. Okay, let's see. Complete the error interval. They haven't told me a number for it, a letter for it actually. So let's call it x then. X is greater than and less than and equal. So this is the sign, remember, yeah. 128. If it's 128 is what then? 127.5. 128.5. Sorry, it's the other way. The sign. Come on. That's the sign. There you go. Okay. M is greater than and equal to less than is always the sign, remember. 9.4 means 9.45. 9.35. Y is greater than or equal to less than. If it's 8.3, what do you think? 8.35. I mean, sorry. What do you think? 8.25? 8.35? Actually, no. You know why? Okay. See, they might get you on this all the time. Okay. Look, because it is not rounding, because they said rounded, correct to. This is also rounded. So these are kind of the same questions. But this question is a very weird one because it says the calculated digits. So the calculator shows, the first number the calculator shows is 8.3. So you know the minimum is technically 8.30000000, which is basically 8.3. The maximum it could say, the calculator could go 8.3, but then the other numbers are 8.399999, which is technically 8.4. Because it's calculator, it's that number and the number next to it. You get it? Because it's the calculator one, is that number and the number next to it. Okay, next one. This is rounding, so this is your normal one. What's that? 9.4 means 9.45, 9.35. Okay. Should have some page here, so could have done the working out. Not a problem. I think, am I going to open up any page on there? Let's see. Okay, let me just see if I can get rid of this part of the question. Where is this? Give me the pen size, that one. Okay. Now write it again, not a problem. So what do we have? 120. If you do to round to the nearest three significant figure is 120.5, 119.5, 25.65, 25.55. Okay. Now most of the time this question is going to have division, like because that's how normally it works. Okay. Most of the time it will have division anyway. So what you will do is, so you will need the upper bound. You have to work the upper bound. Upper bound in terms of division is the opposite, remember. So upper bound is upper divides lower. So you want upper bound of t. You do upper divide lower. What's the upper on MS? 120.5 divide the lower 25.55, and you want the lower bound of t, which is the opposite, which is 119.5 divided by upper bound is 25.65. You want to write these numbers. Let's check what these are. What's that? 4.716242661, and the other one is 4.658869,396. So let's say upper bound, lower bound, one significant figure. Upper bound, if you do one significant figure, is 5, both are fine. Two significant figure, 4.7, 4.7, both are fine. Three significant figure, 4.72, 4.66, which is not fine. So the correct answer is 4.7, which is correct to two significant figures, and that's the answer. Normally a 3 mark. Sorry. Okay, next one. Now, let me get my pen and I'll erase the first question above, so I have space to write. Okay, so 11.35, 11.25, 8.45, 8.35. Same thing applies. Upper bound of y is upper divide lower. Upper is 11.35. Make sure it's a square, yeah? Don't forget that. 8.35 and lower. I'm just going to write the whole thing and then then I'll type. Lower of y is the opposite, which is lower bound, which is 11.25 squared, because there's a d squared here. Just make sure. Upper bound is 8.45. Let's see how much these are. $15.42784431. Let's check the other one. What do we have? 8.25, 11.25. 8.45, which is 14.97781065. I know this question. Okay, this is one of the weird question, because the one significant figure doesn't really seem to work on this one. But if you actually look through it, the second significant figure works. It's very bizarre, this question actually, but we get used to it. Upper bound, lower bound, one significant figure, but technically the 15 becomes 20, 14 becomes 10. See, that doesn't work. But actually, then I can't, like, look, if that doesn't work, then realistically I can't be like, oh, it doesn't have a suitable degree of significance. I have to write something, right? I'll try the two significant figure, which is 15, which is also 15. That has to actually work. If you do the three significant figure, which is 15.4, and the other one is technically 15.0, which doesn't work. So it's 15 that's correct to two significant figures. That's the answer. Does that make sense? Next one. Okay, let me erase this. Where's the pen? There. Even though the question number 7 looks like it's long, it's no. Is it in terms of forces actually? Yeah. So you should know the formula for force. Remember, it does have its own topic, right? Remember, force is mass over area. Sorry, force is pressure, isn't it? Yeah, pressure is force over area. Yeah, force. So pressure is force. Come on, where's the pen not working? Pressure is force divided by a given area. And remember, what's the other formula we tend to use? Volume is area times length. I'm not going to do this for this part of the question, but remember, that's the one. Okay, but in that case, length could be a height as well. Okay, anyhow, so this one is I'll write it here. 576.25, 576.15, 72 is 72.5, 71.5. They want pressure to suitable degree of accuracy. So upper bound of pressure, upper of P, upper over lower 567.25 over lower 71.5, lower bound of P, opposite 576.15 divided by 72.5. Let's check the answers. Okay, let's see what it reads. It reads 8.05 9440559. You should write the whole thing normally. Okay, 1 over 72.5. Let's check that one through. That is 7.946896552. Let's check. Seems right, I guess. Upper bound, lower bound. Okay, so upper bound, lower bound, we will do it to one significant figure, two significant figure. Let's just start with 1SF. 8 seems right. Two significant figure. Shall we say 8.1? I think. Yeah. 7.9. That looks rubbish. So 8 is correct to one significant figure. Okay, that will be the suitable degree of accuracy. This is very common. These questions will come.
sometimes they might not ask you for the suitable degree of accuracy. They might ask you for the upper and lower bound. Just do the upper and lower bound, to be honest. Okay, right, one more. Where's the last one? The last one is a little bit tricky. Not tricky, it has two things in there. Let me get an extra page. So 45.235, 45.225, 5.125, 5.115, 8.55, 8.45. So they want upper bound and lower bound of A. Okay, how to get upper bound? Upper bound is upper divided lower, but to get an upper bound in terms of takeaway is upper takeaway lower. So an upper bound of A, upper of A is a upper bound takeaway lower bound. Upper is 45.235, takeaway lower 5.115 over lower 8.45. Then you want lower bound, lower of A, lower is the complete opposite, which is 45.225, take away upper bound 5.125 over 8.55. And I will need the answers on this, right? Let's check. 45.235 over 5.115 over 8.45, 4.7479289994. And then the other one, 45.225, 5.125 over 8.55, 4.69005848. If you do the upper bound and lower bound on that one chart, one significant figure is 5, seems fine. Two significant figure is 4.7, 4.7 seems fine. Three significant figure is 4.75, 4.69. That's rubbish. 4.7 is correct to two significant figures. Make sure you get through it properly. Simple topic. Okay, these are very basic topics, literally, you know, it's like all booked out question, like easy ones. All right, quadratic simultaneous equation and accuracy, simple one. Revise.